here all throughout the evening, backing up the one and only Rollins Gilliland.
Well, first of all, it's a lot of pleasant surprises to look around and see everybody here, especially you, my God. All day long, if you've ever done a show like this, all day long people text you why they can't come. And you spend all day going, oh, oh, oh. And then all of a sudden then you come out and you go, oh, 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 oh. So, anyway. That's, I like that. First of all, I want to have fun tonight. Do you want to have fun? I'm not here to be the center of attention and have a... I want to have some fun. Now, I don't get to drink until after the show, so I have to have that old-fashioned kind of fun where you just get naughty, like Valletta. Somewhere back there's a guy named Jack Vroom, and he just got married for the third time and turned 70, so he's getting it right this time, right, Jack? For just a second, believe me, how many of you saw this show at Sons of Herman? I want to hear from you. Now, see, this is what happens when they do those budget cutbacks on drug and alcohol rehab. People just go, oh, I don't remember if I saw that show before, and they buy more tickets. But I appreciate it. But one of the things that really, there's two things that really mean something to me that I want to share. One, I'm so thrilled to be at the Kessler, and the idea that I've sold out the Kessler. Can you believe, guys, we sold out the Kessler? Really. It beats sleeping with a Kardashian. Or so I'm told. But the other thing about that is I'm such a big fan. I was actually here the night that they broke ground for this theater over 5 years ago. And then Mayor, no, I meant, to make it, turn it into, what'd I say? Lord God, we're already out of control. I'm telling you, this audience, you are bad. I'm telling you, I can tell. Thank God, But I was here when this was all just a dirt pit, and the then Mayor Leppert was here, and a guy I'd never met named Jeff Lyles invited me to come here. He liked my work on KURA. He had heard me doing commentaries and stuff, and I showed up, and it was 105 degrees, and I thought, my God, this is way down Davis. I mean, I hope this works, and blah, blah, blah. And then at the time, I thought, on top of everything else, then I've come here many, many times, and I have said many times that I think the Kessler is the premier theater in this town. Absolutely. For venues that are intimate, but professional, and then the acoustics and everything. And then I'm lucky to be working tonight, of course, with Graham Sinclair, who is doing the lights, and then the legendary Paul Quigg, who is the technical director. And then, I promise I'm going to get to the show, but he's introduced everybody, but I have to. Because these great guys, I went to Matt Tolentino about a year and a half ago, and I said, I've got this idea for this show, and I really want it to be, it's going to be the show you see. And, Matt was at the time, I think, 27, and he was looking at me, and he thought, you know what? If you believe in that, I believe in that. So, Grandmama, I see that she's there. I just can barely see people, but once my eyes adjust, I realize you're here. So he was fantastic, and I want to introduce them again. This is the heartthrob Jewish boy from Detroit, the percussionist Michael Plotkin. And I'm the son of a bass player, and so the fact that I have Mark Wilson on bass thrills me. Mark Wilson. And then, of course, the piano player is extremely important, and I really, 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 really wanted Thiago Nascimento. Not only that, but every time I say his name, I feel like I'm talking dirty in a romance language. You know, Thiago Nascimento. You know, so Thiago Nascimento. And I have talked dirty in a romance language, and I'm damn good at it. That's why I learned the romance language, as anyone that I met in Colombia in this room knows. And then last but not least, really one of the legends, honestly, to be in Dallas, and I think right now, honestly, in his own right, is a legend. The remarkable, original, Dallas's own Matt Tolentino. The only other thing that I want to say before we buckle up, because my whole concept for this show is that we're time traveling. If I was just standing there going, and then I went to, it's like, I mean, this is not a bar conversation. You'll want to go to a bar after this is over. And there will be a break. So we're going to have, this is in two parts. The first being a little bit longer. But the first thing I thought when I walked in here is I looked up at the balcony and I thought, the last time I saw that many people hovering above me, it was after midnight and I was 11 at scout camp. See, you're really bad. I can tell you're ready to go with it. So I guess my question is, are you ready? You ready to do a little time travel? Then my instructions to you, with my co-captain and my flight team, is to buckle up. My room growing up, when I was about 3 years old, 3.5 actually, what had been originally a screened porch. And when they realized I was coming, they glassed it in. So my room was on the back of the house, and it was all windows. There were 3 here, 6 there, and then the door over there was a half glass. And then my twin bed was right under what had originally been the exterior bathroom window. So I had the hot water heater in there and everything, but they kept that window open to the bathroom all the time because that way they could have the built-in gas heater in the bathroom going, and the air would come through and kind of drift down on me. So I'm really in this aquarium, and I'm like 3.5 years old. It was a nature aquarium because it was, it was like my home now. It's just all grown up and lots and lots and lots of trees. But one night I was lying there, and something started happening that had never happened before. I started seeing in the distance these lights, like strobe lights. It was lightning, but it was strobe lighting without any thunder. Just boom, all of a sudden there'd be these like lights, like at a crime scene. And then they kept getting closer and closer. And I still wasn't questioning it. But then I start looking out, and as the lights would go on like that and go off, I would see the trees start to blow over this way, and then blowing over that way, and then they're blowing like that, and it's starting to get very turbulent. And I'm thinking as I lie in bed, should I be afraid? I mean, because after all, I'm 3.5. It's like all this is going on. Should I be afraid? And all of a sudden, my parents from the next bedroom, they always slept with the radio going, and I hear coming from the next room this song. And it was what grew on to be the legendary Sarah Vaughan singing what had become her 1947-48 hit, Tenderly. And I'm listening to her lyrics as I'm lying there thinking, should I be afraid? And it's going, the evening breeze caressed the trees tenderly. And it goes, The trembling trees embraced the breeze tenderly. And then, so I'm thinking, she's telling me what's happening. And it's okay, it's beautiful. And then she says, your arms open wide, enclosed me inside. You took my lips, you took my love so tenderly. And I remember lying there thinking, oh, Rollins, you're going to love being an adult. It's gonna be so romantic.